If you struggle with dry skin and wrinkles and all those older skin problems, there are some tweaks that you can make to your makeup routine that can really help with that. And I'm going to show you what they are. So let's get started. Switch over from your powder to your cream foundation. Now, I have a couple here that I'm going to show you. The first one is by e.l.f. and it is a really nice SPF with the CC cream. So I just dab a little bit on just like that. And then you go ahead and dabble it in. And then what you do is you want to go ahead and stipple that into your skin just like this. A really nice even coat. I like this because it's nice and creamy. It's very luxurious. It's so super light and airy. It's not heavy at all. You won't even notice that you have it on your skin. And it is a really nice swap out for any powder or any old heavy foundation that you used to have. It's just not working for you anymore. Here is another option too, which I happen to really, really love, is a nice cream foundation just like that. You want to get yourself something, again, that is super light. I'm going to dab a little bit on my forehead just like this, but it goes on with amazing coverage and again, very light, very airy. That is something that you want because anything that's super heavy is just going to enhance your fine lines and wrinkles. It will cake up and it's the look that you're not going for. So go ahead and check out your foundation and we're going to get on to the next swap. Okay, so the next swap is cream blush. If you're using powder blush, it really probably is not doing that much for you anymore. Swap that out with, again, another cream. Here's the really nice cream blush. And what you want to do is when you put it on, put it a little bit high up, right above the apples of your cheeks. And then you want to just, again, dab it in with your kabuki brush. And there it is. It is super easy. But it is also, again, very creamy, something that's not going to sit like a powder right onto your skin, and it lasts all day long. So this is one of my favorite changes that I made once I got to a certain age, and that powder blush just wasn't really doing a lot for me. Go get yourself a really nice cream blush. All right, we're moving right along. We're gonna get right to the next one, which is one of my favorites. Okay, this next tweak I really am a big fan of, and I wasn't really sure I was going to really like it a lot, but I really do. And the reason why is because I love a good powder eyeshadow. I still do, but I started getting into the habit of having a really nice liquid shadow or a cream shadow. Again, you're sensing a theme here with creams. Creams are really good for older skin because they don't settle into fine lines and wrinkles. They go on super smooth. And this liquid eyeshadow is a perfect example of that. It comes in all kinds of brands. This one happens to be the unique brand that's on my website, but you can get any. I've used e.l.f., I've used all kinds of other different brands, and they're all really, really good. You can also use the cream sticks. So while I'm talking, I'm just going to show you how easy that is to put on. You see how nice and simple and easy that was to go on? And then I just take my brush and then I just kind of blend it in. Now this is a very muted kind of earth tone kind of shadow. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but it's just very simple. And again, if you want to go bolder, definitely go bolder. I'll probably set up another video that shows how to do bold eyeshadow. But sometimes if you just want a little coverage right on your eyes, this is a really perfect product just for that. And it's something that I just happen to really, really love a lot. And again, it's just a really beautiful, smooth and even coverage that I am a huge fan of. So give this a consideration and you won't be sorry that you did that. All right, last but not least, the lip liner. Now, I love a good lipstick, but I find that the 24-hour lipsticks, they can get to be, again, really heavy, and sometimes they last a long time because they're 24-hour lipsticks, or they're long-wearing lipsticks. But I find that when you get a little bit older and your skin starts to get drier, sometimes your lips are no exception. They'll crack too. And so if you've got that long-wearing lipstick on your lips and they're cracking, it's not really the greatest look. So what I do is, again, I slough off my skin sometimes with a little scrub, or you can use a little Vaseline at night. When you wake up in the morning, I take some of my favorite lip liners, and I like the ones that are not a pencil consistency, but more a creamy stick, one that you can rotate up and down that you don't have to sharpen. Those are a little bit harsh sometimes, but I think these are really nice and creamy. And again, I bought this from, I think it's from L'Oreal. And then I use the lip liner as also a fill-in too. I'll get multiple colors. And then I just line just like this. And then I'll do the top. And then I'll just fill it in just like this. Now I don't fill it all the way, and then I'll just dab it in. Or you could take a brush and do that. Just like that. Now, these will last a lot throughout the day, and they are, again, very nice, very creamy. They're not too heavy, and yeah, you might have to reapply it during the day because they're not long wearing, and that's not really what you're going for. Like I said before, you don't want something that's gonna make your lips look more cracked or drier than they are. And then I usually top it off with a little bit of lip gloss. It adds a little bit of shine, something a little bit cute, something that kind of ties it all together, something that'll look really, really nice. And then I'll just sort of fluff out my hair. And that was really super simple. So those changes are really, really good. If you're looking like you want to have something to change up with your makeup routine that's gonna really make your drier skin look even better, you want to have a little bit of a glow, but you're not really sure what to do, follow those tips and I think you're gonna really like the change. Again, like, comment, subscribe below, and I will put all of the products that I used in the description. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be seeing you on the next video.